For 2 years, I've been researching to find the perfect diet to balance work and fitness, and I found it. This is the diet used by the highest performers out there, so you're going to want to stick around for this. So, my diet has always been awful. A couple years ago, I used to eat takeaways every day. I used to eat pizzas all the time and stuff like chicken nuggets, these really unhealthy things. I used to chug entire bottles of milkshake, chocolate milk. But now I've improved my diet significantly and I'm able to get so much more work done because my brain isn't filled with fog anymore. Also, my fitness results have exponentially improved. I'm getting a lot stronger and leaner. And also I'm just a lot healthier overall. So what is the best diet for productivity? Well, it's quite extreme and you might not like it much. Basically, it's just a pure whole foods diet. Now, what does that mean? That means you only eat foods that have just one ingredient. So you look at the back, the ingredients list, maybe there isn't an ingredients list. But you look at the back, it's just one ingredient. On the screen, you'll see a list of foods that you can eat. So it's primarily just meat, vegetables, fruit, wholemeal bread, just healthy stuff. Much healthier than your diet that you're currently eating, much healthier than what I was eating before. And your health will be significantly better if you just stick to this, rather than just eating whatever you want. I'm talking from experience. My health has improved so much since changing to this. Now, the main thing about productivity is you need to be eating low carbs. So why is this? Well, carbohydrates in food basically make you feel groggy and tired. You know that tired feeling that you always get? You can't focus on anything. You're trying to work, but you just keep losing focus. You keep looking at your phone, checking messages. Well, that's because of carbohydrates. So cut carbohydrates out of your diet. You'll stop feeling tired. Your focus will be incredible. You'll see an instant result. So if your primary goal is your work and your productivity, then just cut out carbs, follow this whole foods diet. So let's talk about things to add or remove from your diet. So of course you want to remove carbohydrates as much as possible. So stuff like pasta, potatoes, bread, especially bread. Now with bread you want to switch to a wholemeal bread. This is so much healthier and it will completely remove that groggy feeling that you get. And actually you'll find that it tastes just as good. I think it tastes even better. Now you also want to remove sugar, completely remove it. See, I used to be addicted to drinking tea and I used to put 2 sugars in it every time, sometimes even 3. It was really bad. I drank so much of it. But it was really unhealthy for me. I gained a lot of weight because of it. And you just want to cut out sugar altogether. All kind of sugary snacks. Don't include sugar in any of your drinks. Completely remove it. You also need to cut out butter. Now, what do I mean? Surely butter's healthy. Well, you can only have a specific type of butter. Because with this diet, this whole foods diet, we need to remove all kinds of preservatives or emulsifiers, all these really unhealthy chemicals that they're putting in our food now. So you want to switch to a butter that's just literally just butter, just one ingredient, butter. That's all. You don't want these really unhealthy spreadable butters. They're so bad for you. They will ruin your health. So get rid of them. Like there's that one butter company, it's called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. Well, yeah, it's chemicals instead. It's not butter. With this diet, you are allowed to keep things like salt and spices. It will make your food taste a lot better because you will find that whole foods sometimes can be a bit bland. Like beef. If you've ever tried eating beef without seasoning or anything, it's terrible. Trust me, I'm talking from experience. It's not very nice. So, yep, you can keep salt and spices. Now let's talk about how you can balance a fitness diet with this productivity diet. So with a fitness goal, you want to be focusing on high carbohydrates and high protein. See, with work, you want low carbohydrates because they mess with your brain, they give you brain fog. But the problem is, carbohydrates also fuel your muscles and give your body energy. So you need carbs. So what I like to do is I have a low carb meal in the morning for my work. So I could do my work in the morning once I've had, for example, eggs and beans. That's a nice meal that I like to have. And then when I do my workout in the evening, beforehand, I'll have this high carb meal like potatoes, a jacket potato with tuna or beans or something. You just want to make sure you're only eating the carbs that are found in whole foods. So stick to this whole foods diet, no matter whether you're focusing on work or fitness. You need to focus on whole foods because that's really what's healthy. Processed foods, they're terrible for you. So many chemicals, you don't want to eat them. And for a fitness-based diet, you want to focus on primarily eating eggs. 4 eggs a day is the best amount. This increases your testosterone levels and helps you gain more performance in the gym. So eat 4 eggs a day. It'll make a big difference in your performance. You'll notice it straight away. And you want to make sure you're getting a high amount of protein, particularly about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Now, the usual advice you'll hear is 0.73 grams per pound of body weight, but that's the minimum you should be focusing on. You don't want to be any less than that, so just aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's the best amount you can do. If you don't hit your protein goal with foods, then you can buy some protein powder to hit your goal every single day. I like to have a protein shake, maybe mix some protein powder in with some Weetabix. Now, Weetabix are fine to eat. It's 95% grain and then the rest is just vitamins. So that's the best diet that you can follow when you're on a fitness journey. Now let's talk about some of the meals that you can eat, which target both work and fitness. So for example, some meals that I usually have is first thing in the morning before I do my work. After I do my work, I have beans and eggs. Just that, usually 4 eggs, a tin of beans. It makes a pretty nice meal. Sometimes I add some wholemeal bread. It's very tasty. Sometimes for dinner before my workout, I'll have jacket potato, tuna or beans. I mentioned this earlier. You just need to experiment with different meal combinations with the ingredients that I showed you before. All of these whole foods, you just put them together, experiment. Put them on a plate together. You don't want to make these traditional, stereotypical meals that people usually make. Just put healthy stuff together on a plate and you'll be a healthy person. For example, with experimenting, yesterday I made some protein pancakes. They're very nice. Just 3 eggs, a banana, and protein powder. That made some very nice protein pancakes. I like to experiment a bit. So yeah, just have fun with it. Maybe ask ChatGPT for some different combinations you can try out. And some good snacks that you can have throughout the day include a protein shake. I like to use them a lot to help me reach my protein. A banana, maybe any kind of fruit really. Avoid raisins because they're very high in sugar, so maybe just have a little bit. You can have cheese. Before, I've just cut up a block of cheese into these tiny blocks, and it makes a nice snack. You can just grab some out of your fridge every now and then, just eat a few. And a nice snack that I like to have every now and then is a banana smoothie. I find this nice, just mash up a banana, mix it in with some milk, and yeah, it makes a nice drink. So some bad meals to avoid include, well, obviously you know this, just all the processed foods, pizzas, chicken dippers, chicken nuggets, all of this unhealthy stuff, sausages, hot dogs, and takeaways especially. Try not to eat takeaways, maybe every now and then with friends or something, or on a special occasion. But in your day-to-day life, try to minimise processed foods as much as possible and stick to whole foods. You want to focus on this for the long term, because if you're thinking short term with this and you're thinking, well, I'm going to eat whole foods for a certain amount of time and then I'll go back to my usual diet, then you're just going to quit. you'll end up being overweight in a few years' time. You won't reach your goals. So you just want to stick with the diet for long term. So I just say, I'm going to stick with this diet forever. I'm not going to change it. And yeah, that will help me stay consistent with it. And number 5, start using a calorie tracking app called Calorie Counter. Basically, this helps you track your macros, your calorie intake, and it helps you reach your goals. Like if you want to lose weight, maybe gain weight, whatever you want to do, it will help you reach that by hitting a certain calorie goal every day, hitting your macros. So it helps you hit your protein, it helps you keep low with carbs or hit just the right amount for your fitness. You can also get a pair of scales so you can meticulously weigh every single thing that you eat. You now have the diet framework to become a top performer. So now here's something that you can do to help each other out. So I want you to leave a comment with your best meals that you can think of that I haven't mentioned. Your best whole food meals. And that way you can help others improve their health, and you can find some new meals for yourself by reading other comments. So go down and do that now. I think loads of people would really appreciate it if you could. And go out and live the dream. Goodbye.